New England, a region etched in the American story. From the arrival of the Pilgrims to the birth of a nation, its history reverberates. This is a land of rugged coastlines, vibrant cities, and deep-rooted traditions. New England's impact on America is undeniable. It has shaped the nation's identity, its ideals, and its very soul. This region encompasses 6 states: Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. Each state contributes its own unique character to the larger New England tapestry. From the rocky shores of Maine to the bustling streets of Boston, New England offers a captivating journey through time. New England's historical significance is profound. It was here that European settlers first established a permanent foothold in North America. The Pilgrims' arrival in Plymouth in 1620 marked a pivotal moment. It set in motion a chain of events that would shape the destiny of a continent. New England became a crucible of revolution. Its people, imbued with a fierce spirit of independence, challenged British rule. This region became the battleground for American liberty. The echoes of those struggles still resonate today. The Mayflower Compact, signed aboard the Mayflower in 1620, stands as a testament to the Pilgrims' commitment to self-governance. This compact was a pioneering document that laid the foundation for democratic principles in the New World. This document laid the groundwork for a new society based on religious freedom and the consent of the governed. It was a bold step towards creating a community where every member had a voice and a role in decision-making. The Pilgrims, seeking refuge from religious persecution in England, embarked on a perilous journey across the Atlantic. Their voyage was fraught with danger, from treacherous seas to the threat of disease. They arrived in Plymouth, Massachusetts, determined to build a new life. Despite the challenges, their arrival marked the beginning of a new chapter in American history. Their story is one of hardship, resilience, and unwavering faith. The Pilgrims worked tirelessly to establish their settlement, building homes, cultivating land, and forming a close-knit community. The Pilgrims faced harsh winters, unfamiliar terrain, and conflicts with Native American tribes. The first winter was particularly brutal, with many succumbing to the cold and illness. Yet they persevered, establishing a colony that would become a beacon of hope for others seeking religious liberty. Their determination and faith helped them overcome the odds and lay the foundation for future generations. The Puritans who followed the Pilgrims to New England had a profound impact on the region's social and cultural development. They arrived with a vision of creating a city upon a hill, a model society based on their religious beliefs. They believed in a strict moral code and a strong work ethic. The Puritans emphasized the importance of hard work, discipline, and community, values that would shape the character of New England. Their influence extended to all aspects of life, from education and government to family and community. The Puritans placed a high value on education, believing that everyone should be able to read the Bible. The Puritans established Harvard College in 1636, the first institution of higher learning in the colonies. This was a testament to their commitment to education and intellectual growth. They also played a key role in shaping the region's political landscape, advocating for town meetings and representative government. These practices laid the groundwork for the democratic principles that would later define the United States. Their legacy, though complex and often debated, is deeply intertwined with the fabric of New England. The Pilgrims and Puritans left an indelible mark on American history, influencing the nation's values, institutions, and culture. Their story is a testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and the enduring quest for freedom. As the 18th century progressed, tensions between Great Britain and its American colonies escalated. The seeds of discontent were sown early as the British government imposed a series of taxes and regulations that many colonists found increasingly oppressive. These measures, intended to assert control and raise revenue, only served to deepen the divide between the colonies and the mother country. New England, with its strong tradition of self-governance and its thriving maritime economy, found itself at the forefront of the resistance movement. The region's bustling ports and shipyards were vital to its economy, and any restrictions on trade were keenly felt by its inhabitants. The spirit of independence ran deep in New England, where town meetings and local assemblies had long been a way of life. The region's merchants chafed under British trade restrictions, while its intellectuals challenged the legitimacy of British rule. Influential figures like John Adams and Samuel Adams emerged as vocal critics of British policies, using their writings and speeches to rally support for the cause of liberty. The intellectual ferment of the time gave rise to a new sense of American identity. Distinct from that of British subjects, the Boston Massacre of 1770, in which British soldiers fired upon unarmed colonists, ignited a firestorm of outrage. This tragic event was a turning point, as it starkly illustrated the growing tensions and the potential for violence. The deaths of 5 colonists, including Crispus Attucks, became a symbol of British tyranny and colonial resistance. The incident galvanized colonial resistance and became a rallying cry for independence. Pamphlets and broadsides circulated widely, spreading news of the massacre and calling for united action against British oppression. The power of the printed word played a crucial role in shaping public opinion and mobilizing support for the revolutionary cause. Paul Revere's famous ride in 1775, warning of an impending British attack, further fueled the flames of rebellion. Revere's midnight ride, immortalized in Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, was a daring act of defiance that alerted the colonial militias to the approaching danger. His cry of "The British are coming" echoed through the night, rallying the patriots to prepare for battle. The battles of Lexington and Concord, fought on April 19, 1775, marked the beginning of the American Revolutionary War. These skirmishes were the first armed conflicts between the British and the colonists, and they signaled the start of a long and arduous struggle for independence. The shot heard round the world at Lexington Green became a symbol of the colonists' determination to fight for their rights. New England's farmers and shopkeepers, transformed into citizen soldiers, took up arms against the most powerful military force in the world. These ordinary men, driven by a desire for freedom and self-determination, displayed extraordinary courage and resilience. They faced numerous hardships, from lack of supplies to harsh weather, but their resolve never wavered. Their courage and determination would inspire generations to come. The legacy of these early patriots is a testament to the power of ordinary people to effect extraordinary change. Their sacrifices laid the foundation for the United States and continue to be remembered and honored to this day. New England played a pivotal role in the American Revolution. Its strategic location and resources made it a key player in the conflict. The region's leaders, including figures like John Hancock and Paul Revere, were instrumental in organizing resistance and coordinating efforts across the colonies. Its ports became hubs for privateers, disrupting British shipping lanes. These privateers essentially legalized pirates, captured British vessels, and diverted much-needed supplies to the colonial cause. Their daring exploits on the high seas were a significant factor in weakening British control and boosting the morale of the revolutionary forces. Its soldiers and statesmen made significant contributions to the Continental Army and the Continental Congress. New England regiments were among the first to join the fight, and their leaders played crucial roles in shaping the strategies and policies of the revolutionary government. The region's commitment to the cause of independence was unwavering. The region's sacrifices helped secure American independence and pave the way for the birth of a new nation. The victory of the American Revolution was not just a military triumph, but a testament to the enduring spirit of liberty and justice. New England's role in this historic struggle is a proud chapter in the story of the United States, reminding us of the power of collective action and the enduring quest for freedom.
Following the American Revolution, New England played a critical role in shaping the new nation. The region, known for its fervent patriotism and revolutionary spirit, was instrumental in laying the foundations of the United States. The aftermath of the war saw New Englanders celebrating their hard-won independence, but also facing the immense task of building a new government. Its leaders, including John Adams and John Hancock, were pivotal in this endeavor. They helped draft the Constitution, a document that would become the cornerstone of American democracy. These leaders were deeply committed to establishing a system of government based on the principles of liberty, equality, and representative democracy. Their vision was to create a nation where the rights of individuals were protected and the government was accountable to the people. The region's commitment to education and its strong work ethic contributed significantly to its economic prosperity. New Englanders believed that an educated populace was essential for the success of the Republic. This belief led to the establishment of numerous schools and colleges, which became centers of learning and innovation. The industrious spirit of the people also spurred the growth of various industries, laying the groundwork for future economic development. However, the issue of slavery cast a long shadow over the young nation. While New England was a hub of progressive thought and action, it was not immune to the moral and political dilemmas posed by slavery. The region's economy, though less reliant on slave labor than the South, was still entangled in the broader system of slavery that pervaded the country. New England, with its growing abolitionist movement, became a center of opposition to slavery. The region's intellectual and moral leaders began to speak out against the institution, organizing meetings and publishing pamphlets that called for its end. This movement gained momentum, drawing support from various segments of society, including religious groups, intellectuals, and ordinary citizens. William Lloyd Garrison, Frederick Douglass, and Harriet Beecher Stowe were among the region's most vocal advocates for abolition. Garrison's fiery rhetoric, Douglass's powerful oratory, and Stowe's poignant storytelling galvanized public opinion and brought the horrors of slavery to the forefront of national consciousness. Their efforts were instrumental in building a broad-based movement that would eventually lead to the abolition of slavery.
The Industrial Revolution transformed New England's economy in the 19th century. The advent of new technologies and manufacturing processes revolutionized the way goods were produced, leading to unprecedented economic growth. This period marked a significant shift from an agrarian economy to an industrial one, with far-reaching social and economic implications. The region's abundant water power and its access to raw materials fueled the growth of textile mills, factories, and manufacturing centers. Rivers and streams provided the necessary power to run the machinery, while the availability of raw materials like cotton ensured a steady supply for production. This combination of natural resources and industrial innovation positioned New England as a leader in the burgeoning industrial economy. Cities like Lowell, Massachusetts, and Manchester, New Hampshire became synonymous with industrial production. These cities grew rapidly, attracting workers from across the region and beyond. They became bustling centers of activity, with factories operating around the clock to meet the demands of a growing market. The rise of these industrial hubs marked a new era in New England's economic history. The influx of immigrants from Europe seeking work in the region's factories contributed to New England's cultural diversity. These new arrivals brought with them different traditions, languages, and customs, enriching the cultural fabric of the region. They played a crucial role in the industrial workforce, providing the labor needed to keep the factories running and driving the economic engine of New England. However, it also led to social tensions and labor unrest as workers fought for better wages, working conditions, and the right to organize. The rapid industrialization and the influx of immigrant labor created a competitive and often exploitative work environment. Workers began to organize, forming labor unions and staging strikes to demand fair treatment and improved conditions. These struggles were an essential part of the broader fight for workers' rights and social justice. New England's history in the early republic is a complex tapestry of progress, conflict, and change. The region's journey from a collection of revolutionary colonies to a hub of industrial activity reflects the broader narrative of America's growth and transformation. It is a story of visionary leaders, industrious citizens, and relentless pursuit of a better future, despite the challenges and contradictions that marked the era.